Hey guys, it is me, the Gamer Musician, back at you today with a new video about Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Today I've got my brother Ben and my stepbrother, or my man, Matt. Okay, so yeah, just today there was a new Pokemon Sun and Moon, I guess you'd say trailer or information video, and it is looking hyped. There is so much new information and stuff in this thing. All three of us have already seen it, so we're going to kind of do like a, in Matt's case, third time, in Ben's case, second time reaction, as well as a bit of an analysis, talking about our thoughts and a couple of other stuff to do with it. I mean, I'm going to be pausing it a lot and going through it, but yeah, that's, where we are currently at, and that's what it's going to be, so enjoy.
That's pretty good. I can't hear it. Okay.
Okay, so here we've got the Exeggutor, and he has got his long neck.
He looks like a tree.
Yeah, that's right. Exeggutor looks like a tree.
He's my strongest guy in Pokemon Go. He's like 1700, which is cool. I find this new Exeggutor form just really cool. I love the way it's like supposed to be like, you know, the palm trees, which are super really long, and I love what they've done with his tail too. Oh, he has a tail. I didn't even notice that.
The coconut in his tail.
That's why he's my favorite guy from the first generation, and other than Seal.
One second, let me check this. Did he ever... Was he typing before? Oh, they didn't write it on the trailer, but...
yes, Grass and Dragon.
I know he isn't. I know that is. I didn't think Exeggutor was Dragon before, so that's also really cool. I love Dragon types, so it's pretty cool to see that. And his ability is Frisk.
What's Frisk do? No idea.
Undertale trash.
Okay. He just destroyed the Dragonite.
Okay, so we've got Vulpix here and Ninetales.
Wait for this. This is cool.
And that is the amazing thing. I actually love these forms so much.
I love how he's just pure ice as a Vulpix.
Yeah. I like... Vulpix is adorable, and Ninetales is just amazing. Ninetale... Like, Alola form Ninetales is one of my new favorite Pokemon now. Like, it's just... Ice and Fairy is... And, like, it just looks so graceful and amazing. And Snowcloak ability.
Hey, he looks a lot like the shiny version of the first one.
Yeah, that's
Show up a picture.
Yeah, I'll put it up right here. But yeah, he looks a lot like the shiny version of Ninetales, which you already had, which is, you know, kind of cool that they gave, you know, the shiny form, made it a real, not shiny form, and gave it its own typings, which you would have expected from the original form.
Makes it look more like a wolf.
Yeah, say stuff, man. Can't just sit there.
Good point.
I give you, my man Matt.
My man Matt. Let me try and move this microphone, because I think that's right. Oh.
Okay.
Anyway.
You killed Pikachu.
Yeah, sorry, Pikachu fell over. Okay, yeah, so there's the Vulpix using,
Iron Tail.
Yeah, I think it's like what?
Ice Beam.
Ice Beam, probably?
Yep.
Ice Beam or something?
Snowcloak, I think.
No, that's the ability. I'll move. And then he's using, like, Blizzard or something.
Wait, what type was it? Fairy and Ice?
Ice and Fairy is, Ninetales type, which is really cool. I'm quite excited to be able to play around with, you know, shiny Ninetales as an Ice type. Now we have got Sandshrew and Sandslash.
Oh, he looks a bit like an igloo.
Yeah, that's
or a Squirtle.
Yeah, Matt and I thought it was funny because we looked at the Alola form of Sandshrew and we thought he just looked like a Squirtle. But yeah, now that Ben's pointed it out, that's true. He looks a lot like an igloo, which is probably where that whole ice type thing came from.
If he were to like lay down with his head on the floor, he'd like have like the entrances on his ears, and then like he's got like the big part was just there. That's where you like take your feet, the shoes off, and then like this big part.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish that I would love so much if like Sandshrew was like a world in the next Mario Galaxy. Alola form Sandshrew was like an ice world in the next Mario Galaxy. That'd be hilarious.
It's time to start.
Meanwhile, over on the other side, moving my mic again so I can see it. We've got our Alola form Sandslash, which is like this thing is looking cool.
He also looks dead inside.
No, I mean,
he looks like...
He looks so cool. In every sense of the word cool.
Look at his eyes, though. He looks so depressed.
I love the way these spikes in the back became like, you know, little ice mountains, and I love how everything's all just blue. I like blue. You know what would be awesome, though? If they had, like, you know, other forms in future regions, how awesome would a Fire Steel Sandslash be? Like, instead of the spikes, it was just like flames.
Could be Fire Ice. That would be cool.
Yeah, I don't think there are any Fire/Ice type Pokemons. That would be interesting to see.
You like have like,
but I mean, to go from a ground type Pokemon to a Fire/Ice type, that's like the opposite. Anyway, let's get back into the
cool moves.
Okay, so yeah, we've got Squirtle here. Sandshrew, I mean, Sandslash is there, looking
Squirtle.
cool, using his Ice Claw. And it's awesome. And now there's some new Pokemon themselves discovered, and I actually really like the artwork too. Can I point that out?
I'm never gonna get over the fact of Exeggutor. He looks really cool.
So here we've got Oricorio, or Oricorio, I don't know. This is another Pokemon. I guess it kind of is a bit similar in the sense to Shellos, I think, from Gen 4, where depending on where you caught, or Burmy as well, depending on both of them. Depending on where you caught it, has different forms. But I think they've taken this to a completely different level here, because I don't know if they'll put them all as different Pokemon in the Pokédex, because they're not only different looking Pokemon and different styles, they're literally different types.
Pom-pom style.
So we've got the Bale, I don't know, style, which is a fire flying. I swear I'm looking at the word Bale, whatever, and it kind of does remind me of fire in some other language, though I could not tell you what. Pom-pom style, electric flying. Which, surprisingly, I don't know. I look at this and it reminds me of, like, an American, like, cheerleader. Like at a school dance. Go. Yeah.
Rangers.
Gary, he's a man. If he can't do it, no one can. Go, Gary!
Please.
Good old Gary Oak.
Stop.
And then we've got, Power Style, which is a psychic flying, which is my least favorite of the 4. It just looks
Weird.
interesting. Weird, that works. Yep.
And then Sensu style, which sounds like Sensei.
Sensei style. We've got Sensei Oricorio. Yeah, Ghost Flying. That's really cool.
Do we even have a Ghost Flying?
I don't know. If we do, it'll be up on the screen right now. And if we don't, it won't be up on the screen right now.
It'll have like a sad face, like one of those emoticon things.
Yeah, I'll put a sad emoji on the screen. Yay, emojis! So anyway, let's see. Okay, so we've got... Okay, Bile type, which is, he's doing his red dance, and then there's yellow type doing cheerleading, and then there's Hulu style, whatever, and then there's the amazing one, and they've all got different ones. So yeah, I love how they're all based in different regions. You can see, like, the oh god, I forgot what they're called.
Aussie.
I don't know what the fire one's based on. It kind of reminds me of Spain and Spanish stuff. I'm gonna rewind it a bit back to this shot of all 4. Okay. Yeah, I look at this, the Bile type, and yeah, that was the language. It kind of does remind me of Spanish. Those, like, dancer goes, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do, and it's got, like, castanets.
Yeah.
Pom-pom style, I see America.
Yep.
Power style, I see Hawaii, which is probably the most suitable one.
You do realize that Hawaii is in America, right?
But that's like mainland America, and that's like Hawaii, which is a part of America, but it wasn't really always, or something. I don't know. It's got a quite different culture. And then Sensei style is
Sensei Pikachu.
America, Japanese, not America.
Alex, you should put Sensei Pikachu up on the screen.
Okay, Sensei Pikachu is up on the screen.
Yes.
And they've all got a shared move called Revelation Dance, which is really cool, and it's all got, and each different Revelation Dance, or is it Revelation or Revolution? Revelation Dance is really cool. I love the way that it's got like 4 different types. Like, have we seen moves before that have different types depending on which Pokemon uses it? Or actually, yeah, there are a couple, but not. But most of them are like moves that, as opposed to like a couple of set types, it's like it changes types to match the opponents and stuff, whatever. But like,
Rotom has one.
Yeah,
one certain
maybe.
move.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. This is interesting in the way it's done. Revelation Dance, and I mean, then of course, dancing is a big part of them, and you can see now. Also, just pointing out, I feel kind of sorry for these 4 Pokemon here. Whatever. I don't know where they were. It was like I saw a Salandit and a Mimikyu and a the bug one and
the Pikachu one.
Yeah, that's Mimikyu and the plant one. Whatever. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to know their names. And here is a really cool thing. Their new ability, Dancer. Like, I don't know if this is a new ability, but I have a very strong feeling that this is a new ability, which we haven't seen before. If it isn't, I'll put whoever had it up on the screen. But to be honest, I don't recognize this ability from anywhere else. But it's really cool. I love the whole, we'll take somebody else's dance style moves and copy it. That'll be really interesting in competitive play, because I know that I see Dragon Dance used a lot in Pimp Knife's videos and stuff. So if that copies Dragon Dance, that'll be really interesting to see what that does in competitive play. Because of course, if he has that ability, it'll make Dragon Dance a lot less desirable to be used, because if you use Dragon Dance, they get Dragon Dance too. So I don't know, I think that's really cool. I love the way, the Quiver Dance, and Oricorio takes Quiver Dance and copies it as well. And now we've got one more new Pokemon.
The cast form Pokemon.
Minior. But yeah, I think this is really cool. It looks kind of like a mine. I see this and I'm like, imagine, I want to see somebody do like a fan art thing where they just take that scene from Finding Nemo.
With all the mines.
And just put like Minior over the top of the mines and Finding Nemo. That'd be hilarious. Rock flying, ability shields down. Which, to be honest, reminds me a lot of Darmanitan's
or Solrock. He looks like Solrock.
He does kind of look a bit like Solrock, yeah. But I mean, Minior's shield down ability kind of, in a sense, reminds me a bit of Darmanitan's Zen mode. I don't know what shields down actually does, but I mean, it looks kind of cool that it's got, it'll change form after it takes some damage, and it looks like we've got 4 different forms here. We've got the yellow, blue, pink, and
the eyes.
Orange. Yeah, their eyes are cute. That's such a cute face. It's just got the gigantic
eyes. The
eyes.
blue one's my favorite because blue's the best color.
Yeah.
Do you think their defense would go down?
I don't know. I guess that does sound like the kind of thing that would happen with shields down, but I don't know. They've got no information otherwise, so that could be really interesting to see what happens with it.
Here's a question. Comment down below which one of them is your favorite.
Yeah, say who your favorite Minior core is. Do you like the yellow one, the blue one, the pink one, or the orange one? Also, one other thing, do you reckon that that's all 4 forms? Or do you reckon they could have
Eevees?
Other forms. Every like Pokemon has Eevees and IVs, Ben.
No, like Eevee evolution.
I get it, but yeah. Will they have more forms? Comment down below. That'll be interesting. And what's your favourite one of the ones we've seen so far?
Donald Trump. And
Donald Trump has now evolved into
Gumshoos.
Detective Trump. So yeah, Gumshoos. I don't know. Yeah, it's like Phoenix Wright all over again. Actually, that's another fan art thing I want to see. I want to see Detective Gumshoe. Like, I just want to see a Phoenix Wright mod, but they take Detective Gumshoe and just put him in there instead. That would be hilarious. But this guy, he looks like one of those hardened Detective Trumps. He's a normal type, ability stakeout / strong jaw, all cool, and yeah.
It's the Huggy Bear.
Yeah, he beat the Huggy Bear up because the Huggy Bear deserves it. Because nobody seems to like the Huggy Bear. And here we've got 2 new Pokemon, Fomantis and Lurantis. They're both... Or Lurantis.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, good old Kung Fu Panda Mantis. But yeah, I mean, obviously, as you might have guessed, their names take heavy inspiration from the mantis. Lurantis looks just like a mantis, but pink and flowery and stuff. They're both pure grass types with the ability Leaf Guard. So that's kind of cool.
Throw me the Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's the best.
Yeah, so you see like Razor Wind or whatever it is. And this is the cool part here. Okay, Matt is passing over a thing to Ben. Just hold it up so that it's not like in the screen, but doesn't cover your face. So we've got Lurantis here. Lurantis is using a new move completely, which is Solar Blade. Like, I am so hyped. I'm going to put this move on a grass type if I have one, because that is such a cool move. It's like...
Oh, and...
And now we've got the new interesting one, Mudbray, which is a pure ground type with abilities Own Tempo or Stamina. It's the one that evolves into that horse thing we saw last time, I forgot what it's called. And yeah, as we've said, it's the bowl cut donkey. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Mudbray just looks kind of derpy, and he's got like, I think that's Earthquake, and if that is, that's a really cool animation for Earthquake. Now I've got the riding stuff.
And do you think you could be able to ride Bufalon as well?
Probably, that would be kind of...
Tauros is
it looks like you've got
superior.
It looks like you've got a lot of riding capabilities. You've got Sharpedo here, but he's got wearing like a life jacket or something.
Oh, that's cool.
I love how you've got like a little Sharpedo here. You know Sharpedo because you've got this star on his head, but he's just wearing like a little shirt. That's adorable. Sharpedo shirt.
Wait, so you could do true Rhyhorn racing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But I mean, this is something I just saw. I just noticed this in my third go now. But I mean, this is something so cool. If you can actually like customize clothing for your Pokemon, that would be really cool.
We have True Sensei Pikachu.
Yes, we've had this before. We had this in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire where we had the, cosplay Pikachu. You know, you had the 5 different forms of Pikachu. But this would be really cool now to be able to customize clothing or something for a bunch of others. We've got the Sharpedo here with a shirt on of some kind, and it looks like
is that Donphan?
No,
I want to be able to ride
Charizard.
Donphan.
Yeah, but Donphan kind of rolls around. So like this is so cool here. You can ride around in Charizard. It looks like you get little bike helmets too while you're riding Pokemon, which is a nice little touch from this time. Instead of just riding around in a Pokemon, if you fall off, you die. But now you've got like helmets, and it looks like they've got like saddles and stuff for Pokemon you're riding, which is cool. You know, I noticed that was something that might have been lacking if somebody cared about that for, you know, the free flight mode, whatever it was called with Latios, Latias, and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But it looks like they've got saddles and stuff for riding Pokemon, and you can ride a Charizard. Everyone, your childhood dreams of riding a Charizard around the skies, you can do it.
I didn't want to ride a Charizard.
I did. And also, everyone who said that Charizard was a small Pokemon because it said so in the Pokédex was lying.
Oh.
Was lying.
Oh.
And yep, it looks like we've got a bit of information about like the story of the game, which is kind of cool. We've got the rite of passage. Kukui's telling us, you know, aim to be the strongest trainer with the fire in the background. The fire's looking nice, you know. And right here we've got the forest area. I'm looking at this forest.
Legend of Zelda.
Ben thinks it looks like Legend of Zelda. To me, it reminds me more of Agate Village from Pokemon Colosseum.
You know when he could he saw the massive Kokiri tree, I think it was called.
Yeah, you mean like at the very, very beginning of Ocarina of Time, like the first thing that happens?
Yeah, he goes into that thing, and in the opening, and there's a massive tree there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of cool. But we've got a name for that place. It's Lush Jungle. And we've got Mallow, who appears to be somebody who is not a baby like it was in Twilight Princess, and is not a cloud as it was in Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Instead, Mallow is a grass-type trial captain who appears to like cooking. She's got the ladle. But yeah, you know, so the Lush Jungles is the trial grounds for her, Mallow, which is kind of cool. It looks like she's a grass type specialist. So I mean, I don't know. We only get 4 of them in this trailer, so maybe they're doing away with the 8 gyms thing for the first time, and instead of gym leaders, we've got the 4 trial captains, 1 per island. You know, okay, so her trial is also find 4 ingredients for her cooking, like not battle or anything like that, or maybe you battle her later.
Oh, like Paper Mario, how you had to all go around and find all of the stuff for them, and then they like brew something, and then you like get it.
Oh, and then we've got Lana, who looks like some kind of fisherman. She's a water type specialist. So Misty's been like full replaced now.
Please have a Starmie.
If she has a Staryu and a Starmie as her entire team, that'd be the biggest troll of all time. You know, she's got to look at that vigorous splashing. So maybe she's misunderstood and thought that you were not a human, but you were actually a Magikarp. And
I don't want to get stabbed by her spear.
Sorry, it's not us. That's a fishing rod.
Oh.
But sorry, so she doesn't think it's us. So what furious splashing, I wouldn't be surprised to find a fearsome Pokemon is the one causing it all. So that maybe we will find a giant Magikarp. Like a giant Magikarp. Like, you remember when we saw like the giant Tentacruel in the anime? Or like the giant like Gengar?
Magikarp thing made by the Team Rocket. And they had like to paddle it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He actually like chasing after James and Jesse and Meowth and the giant Magikarp from one of the movies.
Be a Gordon Magikarp.
And then we've got
fat guy.
Sophocles.
He's like you.
Fat. Whatever.
Yeah, you probably
and it looks like he's got his own like little mini Pikachu doll, which is kind of cool.
His Game Boy shirt.
And he's got his shirt with the original Game Boy on it with the link cable. That's really
very
cool.
smart.
That's really cool. I like that touch there.
And he's got like the electrode.
Yeah, he's got the electrode on his cleft. Sorry, it's not a cleft.
Wait, is that a substitute doll behind it?
That could be. It looks like he might have a substitute on his on his keychain, which is kind of cool, as well as his electrode. And he's got a little Pikachu doll following him around. He's got a big room. Maybe he's the replacement Bill. I don't know. And it looks like he's an electric type specialist, and his name appears to be based on Greek stuff.
No one can replace Bill.
Also, can I point out I love his scarf?
No, you
His scarf is like a Pikachu tail. How cool is that? Right now, right
That's
here.
right.
Okay, and now we've got
Natsu.
Yeah, Natsu Dragneel or Fire Fist Ace.
Oh, Ace. Yeah, Ace is cool.
Actually, he doesn't really remind me of Ace. He reminds me of more Natsu. He looks like a Tan's Natsu. Yeah, but fairy tale joke if you haven't watched it. But yeah, so this time it looks like we're battling him on the top of a volcano. So this game is literally just ripping off Pokemon Colosseum. It's like Mount Battle all over again.
That was a fun section.
Yeah. So maybe you have to battle 100 battles to battle
that was
Kiawe.
the best.
And all your Pokemon will level up like 100 times. But yeah, that'll be cool. It looks like he goes...
Oh, it's like Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
There goes the battle.
So his trial appears to be some kind of dance.
The heated up.
And then another. And also Totem Pokemon. So this is kind of cool. We've been hearing about Totem Pokemon before, and we kind of just assumed, okay, so Tapu Koko, he looks like a totem. So we'll probably have like 4 Pokemon like Tapu Koko who will be forming like a giant totem pole or something. But now we see that Detective Trump is actually a totem. Detective Totem Gumshoos, it says on the screen.
Totem Trump.
And with a massive flash of rainbow, Detective Trump's aura flares to life. That is so cool. I love this aura thing. Its aura flares to life. It goes, it's like flaming and its defense rises, which is so cool.
See? It's Donald Trump's flaring fury.
I hate that Pokemon.
And then he summons, presidential candidate Trump, Young Goose, who appears, and, that's so cool. Like, the fact that a wild Pokemon is now able to summon another wild Pokemon in this game. That's so cool. So that's something new.
Does that mean you
Donald Trump is the next Ash Ketchum?
Probably not. We've had double battles and like horde battles before. You can only catch the last one remaining. But yeah, and it's cool because both of them will attack. On the screen we've got the Pikachu. Both of them attack the Pikachu. So it looks like clear. And then it looks like we've also got Kahunas, which I don't know if they're like Kahunas.
Oh. So
it looks like they might be the similar thing to the Elite Four from before. So we've got the 4 trial captains and then we've got Kahunas, like Hulla. So here we've got Hulla. Old Hulla will also be going out. Let the grand trial begin. He's the Kakuna of Melee Island. You can kind of see that because he's got the yellow shirt over the top. And he looks like an old Japanese, style man, which is kind of cool. And he does all this like random like dimensional vortex stuff, like it's like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. But yeah, you can do your little dance thing. And then Pokemon will get their Z power, which is really cool. First off here we've got Pikachu's Z move, Gigavolt Havoc, or not exactly Pikachu's, but yeah, Gigavolt Havoc, which you can unleash a Z move once per battle, or I guess if you're not in America, Z move. So yeah, he uses it on the Ice type Sandshrew, and they do a lot of damage.
And it's a one-hit KO if it's a weak. It's a weakness type.
All the ones it shows looks like they're one-hit KOs. So that'll be really interesting to see what that does for the competitive scene, to have a move that can one-hit KO stuff. Or even if it doesn't, that'll be really interesting to see what that does to competitives. So it says here, we've got Bloom Doom for Rufflet or whatever it's called. The one I'm not going to pick. It's got it says over the top on the screen, a Z move for every type. So it looks like every type will get a new Z move. So I wonder what they'll do for Pokemon with dual typings. Will you pick, or will it just randomly select one of the two?
Or combine them, maybe.
That could be interesting.
Because remember how, if in double battles, how if they go, Thunderbolt plus and, Fire Charge, they'll, mix together?
When do they do that?
In double battles.
In the anime?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be something like that, but yeah. Plus Little Minion had Helping Hand and stuff. But yeah, this would be really interesting. If for every type, they mean just one for each standard type. I don't know, maybe it's each Pokemon is, caught/bred and it has one already inbuilt from its birth or capture. Or maybe it's a random one each time. Or maybe, as Matt suggested, maybe they fuse together. So actually, for every type, it's there's one for fire type. Or, you've got Bloom Doom for grass type. And, Gigavolt Havoc for Lightning Bolt, so you've got, Gigavolt Doom for any lightning grass types or something like that. I don't know, that would be really interesting to see. So Gloom Doom looks really cool. I like rainbows everywhere and Poplio dies. KO. And there's more dancing. Inferno Overdrive.
Okay, I'll probably pick that one.
Yeah, Litten is kind of looks cool, but I'm actually like thinking Popplio again because I'm liking that Inferno move.
It's gonna evolve into like an Arcanine.
But yeah, there we are. We've got a nuclear bomb summoned by a Litten, and then there's and Hydro Vortex, which puts you underwater, and then just like flying through gigantic like whirlpool vortex, and it's like
that's cool.
Like that looks so cool, and that is the end of the trailer. Available November 18, 2016. So that's a really hyped date, and there we are. So I'm very excited for this game, and I cannot wait for it to come out. I'll probably pick it up on November 18 and play through it. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say for this time. So don't forget to like the video, comment the video, tell me what you liked, what you are not excited for. Tell me maybe what you think about some of the other Pokemon in there, or what you think some of these new things added will do to the competitive scene in the game. And anyway, yeah, don't forget, maybe give the video a share on Facebook if you think your friends might need to see this. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to me for some more video game music themed videos from The Gamer Musician.
Okay.